Hey there, everybody. I hope you are having a great Saturday. I've been working on flowers all day long. I woke up early this morning and I've been working on these Jenny Bellies style flowers. I think that they are so much fun. I've been finishing them with, these are finished with raw buttons and they're one hole buttons. So I think they're really super cool, but I can't seem to locate any more of these. If any of you have ideas about where we might be able to find some more, I think my pal Judy sent these to me. I would love to know. This one I finished off with an antique button. So I'm going to put magnets on the back of these and use them as refrigerator magnets because they're just, I think that there's nothing quite like a flower, you know, when the weather starts getting chilly. Not that it's chilly now, but flowers are very cheerful things. They always cheer me up, so I try to keep some of those on my fridge, and I may put some in Miss Emily's store. I hope that all of you are doing good. Because I'm kind of changing gears, I'm getting ready to start on more flow journals. I'll show you this one that just sold in the Etsy store. This is Miss Peacock. And the journals, these journals are really big, lots of hairy paper clips. They are 5 3/4 by 7 1/4. So a nice big, hefty, overstuffed flow journal for you guys. And I made 3 and 2 have sold, so I will, I'll continue to make those. I really do love that process. I mean, it's a very long process, you guys, because what I do is take food packaging and then we transform that into a book, basically. And so I take the food packaging, I arrange it in a way where I do some cutting, gluing, that kind of thing, and make it into a book. And then that is covered with fabric. And, you know, you have to get your fabric out and iron it and then put it on the, glue it to the book. And then we do, you know, the inside cover, the back cover. It's just such a, it's a long process. It's an intense process, but it is a process that I so much enjoy. And you know, I do art because I want to pass along love. I want to make people happy, and I think that doing flow journals is a great way to pass along some love. It's also a great recycle project because I can use things like, and I'm careful to point this out, I can use things like sticker sheets that only a couple things have been taken off of. You know, a flow journal is an orphan. It's got a lot of orphan pieces in it. So when you purchase a flow journal, you're giving a book a home, by golly, a loving home. We are working in a 5 by 7 naked journal. I have a couple more of these in the shop, but I think I did 5 and I think 3 have sold. I'm not quite sure. But this is so much fun because this is a flocked element on the front of here. It's taken from my favorite paper pad, which is the Rockstar paper pad, which I just love, love, love. I've got a stack of stuff that I need to stick into this journal. I've promised myself I'm not gonna add to this little stack that I have going on until I get everything in this journal. So that's kind of my project for the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. So I thought you guys might like to play along in your journal. What are you guys doing in your journal? I'd be so interested to hear what you guys are up to as well. This, like I said, it was a naked journal, so we have just put little elements here and there. I did leave the holes up here in this book. The paper was already cut and had holes in it, so I just kind of folded it over. I think what I want to do right here is probably add a tag up there, and the way that I'm going to do that is just use a brad, and I gotta show you guys my brads. I'm running out of brads. I don't have very many left, so I need to hop online, hop on Amazon, and see if I can score me some brads. The last time I bought brads, I went to Scrap RVA and was able to find a couple packages. If you have a scrap store in your area, you guys go check it out. It's so, again, you know, the aforementioned abandoned things end up at, you know, at these scrap stores, which are, they're thrift stores that just have art supplies in them. Mine actually had like even lamp supplies in it, which I thought was just really neat. I think what we're going to do is just put a little tag right here and use a brad to do it. I don't have my crocodile. Hang on a second. I'll just crocodile this with the little, there we go. Mine, like I said, mine had, you know, in addition to all kinds of crafting stuff, it had lamp making supplies, and I mean, just like, it just went on and on and on. I could have stayed for days, but it's in a really sketchy part of town, and I did not want to leave my car like, what? Yeah, it was sketchy, but it's okay, you know. I want to go back, but I found a shortcut, and I think the shortcut's going to help me be a little bit safer going over there. We had a gigantic limb come down in our backyard during a storm. I mean, like, huge. And, oh my gosh, y'all, it did not hit anything. It nicked our shed, and that's where Chris has a lot of his Z-car parts. If it would have taken out the shed, it would have taken out part of his business. Really can't describe how perfectly this tree fell. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh. It was a God thing. I mean, literally, he had to have turned it around and placed it exactly in a way where it didn't destroy the shed. It didn't knock out our vacation fire pit area, you know, that Chris has worked so hard on. I was just amazed. But my fingernails look really bad because we spent a lot of time yesterday cutting and stacking and cleaning up the yard. Oh, thoughts to those folks in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast. I'm thinking about you guys. We should all like be thinking about our friends down there. This page, I really love this. You know, I like the way that it's looking here. I realize this is quite naked right here. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of continue to cut a little bit. This is just kind of thin paper, but I figure what I can do is kind of maybe make just a little stack or something over here and put something, you know, just so that little space right there won't be so naked. But don't you love a naked journal? It's just chock full of possibilities. It's like a, you know, it's like a, it's a blank slate. I just love it. I think it's just a lot of fun to play around with. Okay, I'm going to put this here like this. Let's make sure I'm in frame. Yes. Hang on. I gotta stand up. There we go. And my hair just came down. So, collar hole, please. I gotta show you my new. This isn't new. My friend sent this to me. It's a hair stick. It's kind of like a Japanese hair stick. Man, I sure have enjoyed it. It does not, my hair is waist length and stick straight, and it really hurts when I pull it into a ponytail. But I gotta tell you, these like little Japanese sticks work great. I can kind of pile my hair up on my head, and it works really nicely. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing. Hey, look! I thought, how about that? There we go. There's an embellishment right there. So we'll stack this down here. And we might call this page finished. I don't think there's anything quite like, you know, a journal to kind of help you change gears. People often ask me, what is a journal? I'm like, a journal is your best friend. You know, it is a place that you can come to and be super peaceful. I'm not into like pretty journals and stuff like that. I'm into organic, rough-hewn, that kind of thing. I don't like things that are super pretty, so I'm never worried about being super pretty in my journals, because that ship has gone and flown, and it won't be back. So I don't worry about that. Got a kind of like the way that sort of looks together, and then I've still got more of this, so I think we'll just work in that direction. Okay, so I told you about the limb. Thank you guys so much for your super kind thoughts for Christopher. I did talk to him today, which is the first time I've actually talked to him since the surgery. He is in a lot of pain, and they gave him a pain medication that really does not touch his pain. So he is hoping to get some better meds. He is very, for him, even taking an aspirin is something that he really does not like to do. But you know, he has to have help with this. They moved the psoas tendon, which is in the front of his leg. This is the tendon that has been giving him so much trouble. He had bilateral hip replacement surgery, oh man, 2017, late in 2017, and then he had a revision in 2018 that did not take, and now he's having another revision. This does not usually happen, and it's really distressing. He's only 40. His hips degenerated because of steroid use, because he has Crohn's disease. So, you know, one health issue just kind of led to another health issue. I like the way that turned out. I used some of these Tim Holtz little word cluster thingies and just made that. Again, I'll probably come back and do something else to this. I like the addition of this girl right here. I love the way her eyes are kind of, I don't know, she's got white on her eyes. I cut some things from a magazine, so I was hoping to be able to utilize some of the things from the magazine as well. I'm looking for something to go right here. I'm not really seeing anything that would match. I'm determined to get rid of this stack because it's making me nuts. I like this piece of blue. I do like that. These are Deco Vintage stickers. So I'm thinking maybe that. And one of the stickers right here might be kind of cool. And then I can retain the movement of this piece of fabric without gluing it down. And then I think I want to put something else here. Let's see what else we have. Maybe something super funky, like this crazy flamingo. My friend sent me a box of fun, and in the box of fun were these crazy flamingos. And someone had used a part of the sticker. That's neat. Had used part of the sticker pack, but then there were these little flamingos left, so we're just going to use those. Okay. I like the way this is coming along. It's kind of a little flip out, and then I can do a little bit of journaling here. I kind of like this right here because they're looking at hydrangeas. Hydrangeas have become like my thing this summer. The guy across the street has allowed me to pick his hydrangeas, which is cool. And now I have some metal coffee cans, and I am going to try to root hydrangeas. Let's add a word here. I see something that looks really kind of cool. This little word strip says, "Promise me one thing." And it didn't want to come off very nicely, so I'm having to fuss with it. And now it's not coming off nicely at all, so oh well. Let's find something else. We can use that to take me by surprise. I like the way that looks. I have these holes in this journal that the holes were in the paper. To me, it's an interest piece to have the holes in the paper. So I think what I want to do though is I want to use a little bit of these fabric scraps that I have over here, and we're just gonna tie. I'm not going to tie one here, but I do want to tie one here. And just give us a little bit of extra interest to the page. Doesn't even have to function. It's our journal. We can do whatever we want to with it. Okay. So we've worked on this. I love the way this page looks just by itself, but it seems to like need a focal something. I'm gonna see, let's see what I got over here. That's a very pretty pastoral kind of piece, and I like that. Go and grab some glue. And stick this on. My glue is almost gone, but you know, Miss L sent me some glue, so now I got the whole gallon. It makes me so happy. I can just kind of refill things, and I don't have to go and buy the wee glue bottles. Refill. It's a much more economical, smarter way to go about things. Okay, that looks really sweet. I like that. Alright, let's see what else we can get done. We've done this. I think I've got a couple, did I tell you guys this? I'm sorry, a couple naked journals still in the shop. So if you guys are interested in naked journals, they're $17.50. They come with an ephemera pack. So it's a super good deal. Let's see if I have another sticker. What do I have here? Oh, I have some pretties. I like that. I think we'll just use that right there. Okay, that's done. We've been working on this. I love this National Geographic article article, good grief, about an artist who submerges sculpture in the ocean to be used as a coral reef, and then it, like, hold on, let me see. Look at that. So he submerges these, and eventually they're going to be kind of covered over by this coral reef. So I think that's really super cool. But then I just picked up the bird, and the bird looks good. So we'll do the bird. I'll do the coral reef somewhere else. Okay, so we got a little space here. Don't like that there. I don't like that there. Ooh, I love this. It's a child looking at, so it looks like some pieces, right? Isn't that beautiful? Can you guys see that? I think we'll use this, and I think I'll cover up the hole right here in this page. Here we go. That looks good. I like that. Alright, so we got a blank page here that we can maybe do something with. Let's see what we have to work with. I've got a strip of fabric that would kind of look really cool in conjunction with this, so I think I'm going to use that. As you guys can tell, I move really quickly in journals like this. I think I've always thought that your first impression is the best impression. There's not a lot, I don't do a lot of, oh, well, I maybe should have done this, or maybe should have done that, or, you know, look at 50 pictures. Now that's my way of working. You have to find your way. There is no, you know, you can't watch 50 billion videos and then find your way. You have to sit down, you have to listen to yourself, you have to listen to that voice in your head that always makes, you know, always makes good decisions, and just play with things from there. I really like the way that these pages came together. I do feel like I need a focal image here. I do like the basil, but I don't think that's quite it. It looks like it needs like a face, and I'm not sure if I actually have a face over here. I don't think I do. I do have an owl. Nope, that's not quite it either. Okay, let's go to the next page and see what we see. This is a sweet envelope. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So I think what I'll do is just put that on this page, and then I can drop things in here. Chris wants me to help him move a big piece of car stuff today, and I'm panicking. It's so big, and I'm so little. I don't think I could. Okay, I can't say that. Don't say can't. I think, hey, it's a sticker. Hey. Okay, this is just some paper that I can cut apart. Hey, you know what? I see something that might work here. So, let's just tear this. Look at all these stripes. They're kind of fun, aren't they? Yeah, let's do that. I'm not so fussed about places to write in this journal the way I am with my Smash book. You know, I really do look at my pages in my Smash book and try to figure out, you know, what would be the best way to arrange stuff on a page that would allow me to write. And that's but not, you know, not in this naked journal. I mean, I have done some flip outs that will allow me to write, which is cool, but I'm not overly, you know, not fussed with it. Okay, now I have some stickers, more papers. Don't know what I want to do here. This might fit. It's going to stick out at the top. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I still have these left, so I can kind of put those in there. I'll just do that. And this kind of is a, will remind me that this is a pocket here. Okay, let's do just a couple more pages. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope that your day is going really great. I think what I'll do here, and I think I hear Chris coming in, which means it might be time to, you know, move the piece of car stuff. What I want to do here is just put in a brad. And then this can kind of work as a piece that can kind of flip out. If it's not too long, it might be too long. But remember, this is a wrap down journal, so if it's too long, then you can just push it up. Okay, that looks good. All right, maybe just one more little cluster, one more little thing. I really do want to use these, but just not seeing it right here, right now. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it right here, right now. But that doesn't mean that we won't see it the next time we come to this journal. It'll give us something to look forward to. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and add that little thing too. I've kept that little pocket for so long. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what it is. I love it, and I'm not able to get rid of it, you know, or use it anywhere else. So maybe this is like the perfect spot for it. I'm also going to use a bigger brad that has nothing to do with this page at all, because it's a Christmas brad. And I don't have a use for it right this moment. I thought I was going to do some Christmas in July, but I haven't done that yet. It's been a really busy July. I like the way that this looks on this page. So let's just do a little more here. I do see, you guys, that I need focal images, and I really have been wanting to kind of do a bit of a revisit of my portraits. So, you know, my Girly Q portraits. So I might try and do something like that, because, and put it in, you know, just do some little Girly Q sketches and put them in this stack. I kind of like these two things together, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and then I'll figure out some focal images to use. I really did not mean for this video to be so long. Sorry. I think we'll put that up there too. That looks kind of cool. And then maybe just a quote. There we go. Let's see. I love this one. You trouble me always. Sounds like it's from a Jane Austen novel. Okay, let's just see what we got done today in our little naked journal. We were able to kind of add this in here. We worked on this page a little bit, this little fold-out page. I don't think I showed you guys this the last time. We worked on this page. We kind of added a little element here. I added her before I started filming. We added this as well, just a magazine cut out. We did this page here, which turned out really sweetly. We added a bird and a submerged statue right here. Photo from National Geographic, don't you love it? And we added this piece of fabric here. We added a pocket here. We added a little cluster here. And we added this part as well. We also did this. So we got a pretty good bit done, and I've knocked a nice dent in my stack of stuff. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.